first start with announcing the tragedy that happened within this week. And I would like our listeners to pay attention. A couple of days ago, this week, where's the
There.
A couple of days ago, this week, my hard drive from the laptop crashed and I lost all the data for some episodes before this. So, if you are listening to us, we are from the future and we are just telling you that there's so much more episodes than this, but unfortunately, we cannot bring it to your listening ears and beautiful eyes. So you would have to tag along with us in our conversations.
Yeah. You know, when you first said that the tragedy that happened today, I thought you were talking about the coronation of our new king.
Oh, right. Nigeria has a new president.
Yeah.
And once upon a time, he probably did not sell drugs. I'm not going to quote anything.
He allegedly did not sell drugs.
You are free to make your judgments, but I didn't make any statement. I didn't make any conclusions.
Yeah.
The new president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are going to cheers, buddy.
Oh, let me.
We are going to give a toast to the new administration of fuckery in Nigeria. Cheers to 8 more years of pain.
Know, a new dispensation of nonsense. Yo, have you ever been to a rubbish dispenser before? Like, I wonder, do you know, I didn't vote for Tinubu. Not a fan of Tinubu, I'm not interested in Tinubu. But there's still a small part of me that just wants to be optimistic that maybe he could prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe he could prove us wrong and bring like a lot of foreign investment to Nigeria as he has promised. I mean, there have been so many bloody planes flying over the city of Abuja these past few days that you would think that all the countries in the world are here now. So they should bring their money with them. And
You know, during the inauguration of the president, there was one of the ministers in Ukraine came to Nigeria, and I was just wondering, what is he here for?
No?
It's not like Nigeria can help, right?
You'd be surprised. But
And it's not like they can help Nigeria either.
yeah. You know? You would think it had like more important things to attend to at the moment. You know? But you know, who knows? Maybe they're that desperate that they think Nigeria can help.
Well, we have a new refinery, so I won't be surprised if many of these foreign, presidents that came, if they are coming just because of some sort of deal they want to strike with the refinery, in hopes of getting more.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm talking about, like foreign investors. Like Tinubu is supposed to be a very savvy businessman, and he has a lot of ideas that are going to bring people. Like for instance, although the refinery is not his idea, but like that's one example of something that has started around his regime. I guess that started during Buhari's regime, so maybe Buhari should get credit for that. But that's something that's going to bring foreign investment to the country. That's what we need. There's no money in Nigeria.
There's
we
no
need
money.
people to bring money into Nigeria.
We need you to contribute to our country.
Let's start a GoFundMe for
Exactly,
Nigeria.
right?
Yeah, because we're fucked right now, guys. We need your help. Save us from
I think we should start a GoFundMe for Nigeria.
Yeah, let's.
If you are out there, you should try and signify if you will contribute to the aid of our system right here, because we need your money, bro.
Yeah, like ASAP. Every dollar, every penny counts.
Yeah.
Send dollars. Don't send naira. It's useless.
Yeah. Don't send nudes. Send coins.
Yeah, that's a lot more valuable. What are we using news to do? Yeah. If you just go to any village in Nigeria, you see breasts all day. You don't need no fucking. Yeah. Yeah, but the whole of Nigeria is not like that.
Can you imagine? There is more alcohol than there is water in Nigeria. Our kids, our babies are forced to drink alcohol because we have no water. Fuck, what the fuck?
Yo, like, see, Nigeria has cancer, and we need chemotherapy. So you guys send us
If
your
you say
money.
it that way, they won't be convinced.
Why not?
Because it's fucking cancer. The alcohol point was more convincing. I'm serious, like, we don't have water, we have alcohol. Come on, man.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is that our country has been taken over by a new government.
Yeah.
Some say it was voluntary, some others say it wasn't. So, I guess whatever perspective you are seeing it from. Anyway, my dude is now in power, and there wasn't as much pomp and pageantry as I expected. Although there was a lot of like
there were tensions everywhere.
I even heard that there was some violence today. I heard there was some disruption.
The disruption that happened seemed to happen near where I stay, where I live. I was coming out and I saw a couple of young people in the streets, young homeless people, scrambling around and struggling with each other. So apparently they are struggling for ways to get some money from the people that have come to the country to attend the inauguration of the president. So these people are trying to beg for money because there's no money. And their best ways of doing that is by going on the streets and disrupting traffic. So now I cannot go anywhere because these motherfuckers are on the streets.
When we're talking about the FCT here, we're not even talking about like more rural,
the capital.
Areas.
For those listening, this is the capital of the country.
Like the most.
That's
all good. So, like the most. Like this is practically excepting maybe Lagos. This is supposed to be the most urban area part of the country.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
And yet, this is the legacy that our guy at the top left for us, Mr. Buhari. He's gone now, Sha. So
So, anyways, me and my guy, we've had this discussion of trying to build an idea for something to do so that we don't stay idle. I'm leaving my job, he's leaving his job, and we want to start something, but we are trying to find ideas. We would really appreciate it if people contribute by commenting, sending us a text, letting us know what they think we can do. But for now, just know that we have a camera, an artist, and a designer. What I mean by designer, I don't mean just graphic design shit. I mean motion designs and VFX. So basically that's what we do, and if you have any ideas of what we can do in a country where the system doesn't allow you to connect with the right people, instead you have to either suck someone's dick or have a rich family that can get you up there, get you up there. And none of us are willing to suck dick. So.
I definitely am not. I know once or twice I've been accused of being gay, but no, I'm not willing to suck nobody's dick for shit. Even if you're a woman, I'm not sucking your dick, kiss my ass.
Well, if she has a dick, she's no longer a woman. So anyways, you can send your suggestions. What do you think young men like us can do? Because right now, we are going to be jobless in like a week from now.
Yeah.
What do you think we can do?
Quick notice this month. We have left it.
Exactly. By June, we've left our jobs.
Yeah. It
we
doesn't...
would like comments and contributions, and we would like to explain maybe some of the ideas. We will table them in the next episode, and we would like to explain why they cannot work.
Or why they can work.
Or why they can work, depending on what kind of suggestions are being made.
It doesn't pay to be working for someone when they are paying you peanuts and they are contributing negatively to your mental health. You understand? I would rather, if things are going to be, I understand that it's difficult to branch out on one's own and try to make a way. We've assessed the difficulties, not as if we're not thinking about these things. but I'd rather go through the stress and make things for myself than have to put up with, like if someone offered to pay me very well to treat me like shit, I could take that, but that was not what was happening. So I feel like that's something that Banky and I share in common. So
Yeah.
and we're together. Like in the meantime, as we're asking for ideas from you guys, it's because like we want we want something that's sustainable and what's the word I'm looking for? Regular.
Something that can be active,
Yeah.
consistent
Yes,
action
consistent. That's yeah.
that can bring consistent income.
Mm.
So that is you're manifesting your income by working, and your work directly brings in the income. There is no what ifs or may. It is straightforward. It doesn't have to be 100%, but as soon as it starts bringing little income,
But yeah, we
it
can.
will be encouraging.
And we also diversify. Like that would as you said, that would be encouraging. Like we'd be able to, we're intelligent people. We can do more
Yeah.
than one thing.
We
so,
have the ability to
yeah.
change and adapt with the times.
like
Right now, I'm using ChatGPT to try and figure out some stuff myself. So I would love ideas on IT and ChatGPT. How a common man that is just well versed in graphics and motion, how someone like me can use a platform like that or a system like that to actually do something creative and fun.
yeah, So hit us up with that stuff. In the meantime, we do have ideas of our own that we're working on, but these are things that require time and
We need to plan. Yeah.
So
We need to plan. We have to have like a blueprint of what we need to of our idea, and go through, plan out the risks and know how we can make it work.
yeah, like that's like the best way to make this thing not just be a pipe dream or an idea that doesn't go any further than an idea.
Yeah,
is
you
to,
feel that
you know,
idea.
Yeah,
You feel that
yeah,
idea.
exactly. Like we have to plan properly and make sure that everything that needs to be in place gets put in place, and whatever
Yeah.
backups need to be backed up. That's a thing that Banky and I have in common. Like we're not like we pay attention to the details, and that's really important.
Very important. There's this friend of mine. He's from Egypt. He stays in Egypt. He stays in a little place called Cairo. And he was telling me about the ills of staying in Egypt. That Egypt is attractive to people that come for tourism.
Yes, of course.
But
The
the citizens actually go through sort of a similar fate as the average Nigerian man and woman, a young person that finishes college or university and then goes out there trying to get a job. He says there are no jobs. Actually, it's very, very hard to acquire a job in Egypt. Apart from the fact that you have to get the required certificate, you are probably competing with so many Asians that come into the country, or even people in the country that are just looking for something as the best option, but you're overcrowded in the interviews. There's no chance for you. It's almost as if they select the ones that make it. And by select, I mean a favoritism system. A system of
I think it's a worldwide phenomenon. Like everywhere, there are more graduates now than there are jobs. Like I know it's worse in some places, but this is a war. Like the amount of people that are going to school now is way more than it has ever been, and there is some issues coming out of that with like job applications being sought after by so many people. So definitely in a country where the economy is not that great, it's going to be a lot worse. And,
But in Nigeria, I can say for a fact it is bad.
Yeah.
It's bad, bro.
Yeah. Like we're churning out graduates because in Nigeria, I don't think you need to even really be intelligent to graduate from university. Like
No,
people just
you
go
don't.
to university for their certificates and they don't learn anything. I know a lot of graduates, they don't learn shit. Like like I think people that actually learn
It's a
things,
scam.
it's an exception. Like it's exceptional people
Uni
that learn
and
in
college,
school,
university and college is a scam.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a scam. Not everyone is meant to go
Not
through
everyone
it.
is, And a lot of people, a lot of the most successful people now are people that left it, and they know why they left it. I think there was a good reason. You understand? I can never devalue education. I think education is very important. But university and education are not the same.
They are not the same thing.
You know?
It's just different with college and university.
Yeah.
University is just the certificates at the end of the day, and that certificate only gets you, some middle class job. It's not like the best deal.
Yeah.
It's just you walking into like being part of a system that is so generic. You get this income, and by the time you are 50, you can finally get a good car. You can finally live a good house. You understand? That's the scam they sell, bro.
Why would I have to wait till I'm 50?
Why would I have to even wait?
That's horrible.
That's horrible. It's horrible. And some people wait till they are 60. Yeah. Even whites, like Western countries, white people, they'd be like, I have to wait till I'm 60 till I can get a good vacation.
You're saving.
And you're not even rich enough to get a jet at 60.
Saving like $50 a month and shit like that. Man,
Yes,
fuck that.
Man, fuck that, man.
Like, I want.
All the mortgage and bills just swallow everything else. You'd be like, what?
And it's not like we're not like everybody else. I don't think I'm like everybody else. Dude, like I'm far more creative than the average person. So I feel that there's enough money out there that one can use one's creativity to make. So that's something that it's a challenge that I'm stepping up to, and Bank is also stepping up to. We're like, well, let's get out there and let's make stuff. Like we're asking you guys for ideas. Like,
and I want you guys to I want you guys to factor in your idea that our capital to start anything is nothing exceeding about $300. Let's just put it in terms of dollars. It's not exceeding something like $300. And I don't mean per person. I mean
together, like the budget.
Together, that's gonna be the budget, because we are going through, like, we are not rich. We are not poor. We are not poor. We are just the average class youth in Nigeria, which is closer to the lower class in many countries.
Like the kinds of jobs we are working, it's not exactly a job where you can really save money. So we've saved
it's not,
a little.
You can't really save money. You're praying for your salary to enter.
Yeah.
By the time the salary enters, you already have bills, outstanding bills, that it's gonna take up to 60% of your salary. And trust me, entering the new month, you use the remaining 40% on transport and eating. So you are just trying to survive.
So So that's like, how can one stay in that kind of a job? Like, why? Why? When,
Continue.
Like, in the past, let's say 5 months, I have made like more outside of my office work.
Right.
Inside of, like, there's stuff to be done out there, and we have the creativity and the expertise to do these jobs.
We know we have the creativity, like we know it's within us.
Yeah.
He's a smart dude, I'm a smart dude. I think we can build something. And I think we will put our Instagrams on the description of this video so that people can
reach out to us.
People can know what we do and they can reach out to us.
Yeah.
Because like, if you see his Instagram, you see artwork. You see my Instagram, you see videos. And those are videos that I've made, just chilling and doing my creative things. So right, so into the discussion for today. Let's just start with like talking about how our weeks went. I think that's a good premise, right?
Yeah, that's it. This week has been pretty good. Like I've loved the weather this week. I started in a very boring place. Like, the rain has been lovely. There's been rain and there's been sun, which is, I think, I like a mixture of both. A cool evening and a warm day.
Right.
Then I went to a wedding a couple of days ago. That was fun. Great time.
You got wasted. I was calling Sontee at around 2 p.m. and he told me he's too wasted to go home.
Actually, that was 2 p.m. the next day after the wedding, just to share.
The next day after the wedding.
Yeah, we had it, like, Nigerian weddings are a big deal, so like, there's a lot of celebration that goes on with it, you know. And there's the wedding, then there's the reception, then there's the after party, which is, you know,
which is the part where you try
that's
to
where you
drink,
get wasted.
you get wasted, and then you try to find pussy.
Yeah, you know, like, so, well, actually, this particular wedding was not, like, the after party is not the kind where you find, because there's no fucking pussy there, there's all kinds.
Oh, it was all
This
dudes.
was a typical Igbo wedding, Igbo men, everybody, like, dude, they were speaking Igbo half the time, and I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on. They could have sold me.
Holy shit.
Yo, but it was a fucking good ass time. Like, as in, you feel the atmosphere, you feel the love and shit. Like, it was.
Funny thing is, like, anytime I'm listening to someone saying Igbo, I think they are speaking something similar to Chinese. I don't know why.
Like,
it's just so.
It might as well be.
Kind
like,
of similar, like very similar. You'd be like, did this nigga just speak Chinese? You know, something like that.
Yeah, as in, for as much Igbo as I understand, it might as well be Chinese. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
the dude that invited me, he said that those are like his uncles and his cousins and stuff. Dude, like these people are sophisticated. Like the way, that's one thing. Like, I really enjoyed that. That's something that I personally I don't really have, which kind of makes me, you know, sad sometimes. But you know, fuck it, that's life. Like I can't speak my language
Right.
that well, and like with the way I am, like I've, you know, I consider myself sophisticated. Whatever you know, even if that's me to my own home, you understand? Like I'm more intelligent and better spoken than the average Nigerian. So imagine me now speaking my language in a conk way. Like those are these kind of people that I'm talking about. Like it was really, it's a beautiful thing to watch. Like you can now tell that, like this Igbo, this like they've been affluent for like generations. You know, you can tell when someone, their parents also were educated, and they're like, this is not somebody that just learned this thing today. You understand?
Right.
You know, like flexing. You know, everybody catered up in like tuxedos and shit.
Tuxedo.
Like,
You had to get a suit as well?
No, not me. The best men. Those are mostly.
Oh, you were part of the best men.
No, like them. They
were the best men. Oh, right.
Like I was just invited by one of the best men.
Ah, that's cool.
I don't even know the.
My
I
week
didn't
was
even know the
fun.
bride and groom. I just went with some strangers niggas and had a fucking.
Most
great
of the
time.
weddings I've been to, I don't know the fucking bride. It's just some dude just giving me invitation, like, bro, let's get wasted. I'll be like, hell yeah.
Let's go.
Who passes on the opportunities to get wasted at a wedding?
Like, everybody's looking beautiful. You
Exactly,
know, there's
everyone
always
is
going to be chicks
looking
'cause it's a fucking
beautiful.
wedding. Yeah.
You are horny, you want to smash, you need to get wasted.
Yeah, man, you should have seen the chick I was sitting beside at the actual wedding before the after party. Shit.
Damn, you should have invited her to the after
So,
party.
yeah, now it was like a dude thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's a dude. My week, my boss introduced a new employee to our office, and it was this girl that hasn't gone to law school. So I'm in between, not trying to talk too much to her so that it won't be that we have something beside, because we are like co-workers, and our store is literally, we are co-workers, and it's like a cubicle. She's literally the next cubicle from mine. So we are that close. We are always seeing our faces. And if it gets to a point where we are going out, it might get awkward. But then I'm quitting my job.
I think it's cute though, since you're thinking about going out.
Yeah, so but then I'm thinking about quitting my job now. So I can actually make a move. So you see how that is.
Yeah.
The girl has a fat ass. She doesn't look that bad. She's like a 6, but her ass is like a 9. Yeah, so that's the dilemma I'm dealing with. But hopefully she agrees for me, because I've gotten rusty, I'm not gonna lie. I think I used to have my game back in law school. But let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
She's still a small girl.
You know, does she stay around? Is it like a...
She's one of those girls that they like to keep indoors. So they know stuff because of the internet and stuff, but like they want to experiment with the outdoors.
Yeah.
And they need someone they can trust. So they need me.
That's and step in. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, there's so many like chicks like that in Nigeria. Like, you know, girls are sheltered and protected and guarded and imprisoned and all sorts of shit.
All sort of shit, bro.
Especially when they get a job, they have freedom that they've not seen in many years. So that's the time when you have to come and be a chaperone. You protect them and take care of them and fuck them really good, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and teach them what it's like.
It's one of those services to the society that keeps society in balance.
Yeah, exactly, you know?
When people say things like, oh, why does a woman have to cheat on her husband and get dick outside marriage? And I'll be like, well, maybe that is what is keeping her happy.
Yeah.
That she doesn't have to freak out and get angry at her husband. You see what I did? It's a win-win situation.
Exactly.
So she's smiling all day and she's happy and she's so excited, and the husband too is cheating. He's fucking some young, hot blonde, you know, hot university chick, and then you know the marriage is alive again.
Everybody is happy. Like, you're all having your needs fulfilled.
But nobody appreciates the middlemen, right? The people that are fucking them back.
No, they have.
No one appreciates.
No, there's like a. I don't know. There's a
I'm
certain.
like, give me my flowers. I'm fucking your wife.
No, there's a reward. There's a certain rush that comes with fucking a married person. So I'll take that as their own reward. Like, you you understand? You're getting me. Like, I'm a taboo. You're not. If I was a married person, I'm talking about. You're not supposed to be fucking me. Like, you're not allowed to fuck me. I'm a taboo. So that's your reward. You're fucking a taboo, and that's just sexy as fuck. I know that. You understand? Yeah. I tried it before. It was fun. It was a good time.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Like, dude, this chick's husband. This is massive.
It's massive.
It's a big man.
And you fucked his wife.
Yeah, she wanted it, you know. She wanted it. So.
Maybe he has whiskey dick.
Yeah, like.
You know whiskey dick,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
When you get too drunk and you can't fuck.
That shit don't
Maybe he
work.
has a drinking problem.
You know what it is? He's not around much. Like, his work takes him out.
Is he a military guy?
I don't think so. No, he's not.
Okay.
Like,
Because I'll feel guilty fucking a military guy's wife.
guilty or scared?
But I'll also do it.
Okay. Like, cautious. I feel.
Cautious,
I might
yeah,
be
yeah.
cautious
You'll be
about
cautious.
that,
You'll be
like
like,
that,
dude, this guy carries guns.
Yeah.
Dude.
You know?
Like, you must not send your picture to your wife's phone.
Yeah.
You are dead. Oh, to his wife's phone.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
send your picture to his wife's
No
phone.
evidence.
He
like
could
that,
root
so you
that
focus.
shit.
Dude, I had a friend who was fucking a DSS officer's wife. And just like, did it stop? Yeah. And like, just the stories my guy has told me. Dude, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I'll definitely think about it. Like, I will reason out. Like, I wouldn't just jump into something like that. Because,
A DSS officer, right?
yeah, like, I wouldn't, like, I would think about it. Just based on the stories my guy told me. He was fucked, like, the chick was someone he knew from university. So it's like an old fling, that kind of thing. So when she got married, my guy, you know, they get time for her now. So she went back to an old boyfriend. Like, this guy called, he came, like, the officer, I mean,
Right.
he came to a bar when my guy, like, you don't even know how this guy knew I was here. Like, how the fuck did he know I was here? He just comes, he's armed with a friend, and they just sit down and surround me.
They're armed.
I'm telling you, DSS
Like-
officers. You
Oh,
understand?
like you saw the guy at the bar.
He was at the bar, and they came to meet him. So I don't know if maybe they just saw him at the bar. I don't know if
So what were
they
they
knew
saying?
he was going to be there.
What
or
were they
something.
saying with
Like, it's just like questions. This, I don't think he knew. I think he was just, the man was just thinking about it. You know, he was just asking like, "What are you talking to my wife?" All those kind of questions.
Oh,
You understand?
oh,
He has not even,
shit.
imagine if he has found out something.
Oh shit.
I don't even like. I'm telling you, like nothing really happened, dude. But I would think about that shit.
But
Don't
think
think
about
of like
it,
an army officer. You understand?
Is
man?
that pussy worth it?
You understand? You can reason now first. Think about like, is it worth it? Like, am I ready to like?
Am I ready to lose my life for pussy.
Yeah. Because, man, like, fucking a man's wife in Nigeria is a really big offense to most men. So, if that guy has a gun, dude, you're probably in trouble, man. Like,
You're fucked.
yeah. And yeah, if he has a gun and he knows where to find you and all that shit, yeah, it's not a good look. Yeah, you have to be careful. Like men don't take that well. Yeah, we don't, dude.
Wives are like what you own, right?
Mm.
They like to control the woman to do what the fuck they say because they are the ones bringing the men are the ones bringing the money to the table most of the time. So like they feel like the wife should just be subjected to this thing called the home, and then they can go out, when they are horny, they want to fuck their wife still. But when the wife starts, telling him, honey, I'm feeling cold. Nah, I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling, we shouldn't do this now. Then the guy just starts looking at his options outside. He starts weighing it. Cheat on my wife. She can know. Cheat on my wife. She can know. Takes the two options. Smashes a girl outside. But the marriage still goes on. So that is basically how it is in Nigeria. Happy married life.
Then there's also the factor that like there's this idea that women are supposed to be pure. There's a purity. So you find out like that's part of why like it's a lot worse. When you find out that your wife has cheated on you, it's like that's purity of the woman that's only ever had sex with you since you guys were married. It's somehow taken away. Which, to me is like complete bullshit. Like, what do you use purity do? Like, who purity help? I want an experienced woman, please.
I think we will evolve to a point where marriage will be rare. There will be just like a 20% of society getting married. And those ones will just marry based on tradition. What do you think? We will evolve to that point.
Yeah. I think, I'm not sure. Because like there's like legal benefits for marriage, and like that is an encouraging factor. I think people might end up getting divorced more, which is actually already happening. Like you get married and then you get divorced, and you marry somebody else, and get divorced and marry somebody else.
I choked on my booze.
Right. Because like marriage gives you certain legal benefits. There are things you get in marriage as a couple, like joint tax things and whatever else. You understand that you can't get if you're just a couple dating or you're just fucking whatever. Like that legal contract helps. So like me, I'm a serial monogamist. Like I generally, if I'm with one chick, I'm with one chick. But how long is that?
How long is that?
That's like, so that's the kind of thing like that. So